What's up, guys? So today I got one shipment in, or actually two shipments. My Amazon stuff came in, and my eBay order came in. So I ordered this remote line adapter from Drop Zone Paintball. I got this for $20, and I got 100 O-rings, 100 like CO2 tank O-rings, because those actually fit my Spider paintball gun. Like, they fit pretty much all the O-rings in there. It's all the same size, and they'll fit some of the stuff on the TPX and the TCR. I think like the front bolt, like the bolt where it pushes the paint or like nylon balls out the barrel. It fits on those. So I have a lot of tank O-rings now. It's like 15 millimeter outside diameter, I think. But I'm gonna tune this up. In the last video I shot it, I haven't touched it, so it's at like 10 joules or something. I'm gonna turn it up one whole turn, and then link up the CO2 and see if it holds pressure. I just put this in and I drilled this out because there's a you have to drill out the housing with like a 3/8 drill right there, and I put Teflon on the threads on the remote line adapter, and then tightened it down. A 1/2-inch wrench will fit it. There's a flat side on this. It's pretty much the same as the TCR remote line adapter, except I don't have to put a brass pipe and an elbow and then take this quick disconnect off and hook it up to the brass pipe, because this part was made for the TPX, so I don't have to do any like modifying plastic or nothing aside from cutting the hole out the back. But it's made that way. There's a little like circle on the back that you're supposed to cut out. Anyways, I'm gonna turn this up and then link up the remote line, and then I'll start recording again just to make sure I don't have any leaks and stuff, because I don't want to just have it like on the table. So 1 second. Alright guys, it's good. This tank is full. I tried it with the Spider yesterday just to see if maybe the HPA wasn't putting enough pressure to make the bolt reset, but it didn't work, so I need a new O-ring for the striker bolt. I forgot to put a CO2 in the front, so it started hissing, and I was like, oh, what's going on? But I put a CO2 in the front, and it's all good. So it's under pressure right now. I'm gonna put on my backpack and then start shooting the blocks. Alright guys, I'm using the Burna balls. They don't weigh that much. They only weigh 2.9 grams. But the reason I'm using these is because this barrel's kind of has a large bore. I think it's like 688 or 689. So the Burna is a lightweight ball, and I have more than the Salt Supply rounds. So the Burna's like 684 or 685. I think it's mostly 684. And here we go, chronograph. I turned the velocity adjuster one full turn. So it used to be like at 10 joules, and I'll see what it does now. .332. So that first shot, based on my little paper, 2.9 grams is this left side. It's probably at least 14.2 joules. And I'll see if these steadily climb, because since I just changed it, it might need a few more shots to adjust itself fully. So here we go. 330, 328, 328, 328, 326, and I think I have one more shot. Yeah, I got one more shot. 332. I'm gonna pause the camera really quick and then pull those balls out and depressurize and crank it up a little bit. All right, you guys, I depressurized it. Everything's fine. I'm just gonna degas. So yeah, now it's out of gas. And I'm gonna pull this one more time, get any other excess gas out of it. So we're good. So yeah, I'm gonna turn that up half a turn because it's kind of like the TCR. Like I haven't really experimented with this too much because when I first got it, I was having some issues with the original pressure relief valve. I kept wanting to leak. It was like kind of like it was just being weird, and like now that it has the new updated parts, that I'm really grateful that Tippmann switched them out because of the TPX part swap program, and they honored that like 15 years later. I'm not even the original owner of this, and I told them that, and they were like, "Yeah, just send it in." So, yeah, I'm super stoked because they pretty much saved me. So I got that thing on auction. It came with 4 8-round magazines. There was some issues with those 8-round magazines for loading paintballs. I'm obviously not using it for paintballs, but I think for paint it would kind of like pop or not feed correctly and stuff. So they gave me 2 7-round magazines, which are the current, like basically the current generation mags. If you have a Byrna TCR, you get 1 7-round magazine and a 12-round magazine. So they gave me the mags. They gave me a new CO2 puncture thing. They gave me a new regulator. They switched out the bolts. They switched out the bolt spring, and they gave me an adjustable cap for the CO2 in the front. So that was really awesome. This part is like $25. This part was like $40. The bolt and bolt spring is probably like $20 if I can get some sort of deal on it, but most likely like 25. The adjustable cap, anywhere I looked, it was pretty much like $25. So 25, 50, 90, another like $25. So they saved me 115 just in those parts. And then these magazines are like I think the lowest I've seen is like 42 or 45. So 115 plus 45 is like $160. $160. So they saved me about $150. Even if I tried to find everything as cheap as I could get it, that's how much they saved me. And because I don't know anybody like that works at any of these companies or anything like that, like I'm just basically paying full retail price for everything. So this is basically like a TIPX TIPX now. Like all the internals have TIPX internals basically now. The only thing I paid for this was $167 after tax and shipping and everything. So the auction closed at $149, and sorry, my paper is about to fly away. The auction closed at $149, and then there was like shipping and tax fees or whatever. So I paid $167 for this, and a used one I saw for like 2 days on a paintball store, like online store that I look at every once in a while. And then 2 days later, after I saw it initially, it was gone. So they're definitely sought after. I've looked on like local areas around me that has these or a TIPX, and they're usually like $200 used. I'm sure you can haggle with those types of people, and then usually full retail is like $250 for this thing. For a TIPX, like brand new, $250. Sometimes they're $300. I have seen at a paintball store I have not been to yet. It's about 20-30 minutes east of where I live. They have the green shell for this. I think it's called olive. So I can switch this case if I want, but right now I'm just happy it works. And I'm going to actually I already turned this up and half a turn. So I'm going to hook it back up to the line, shoot the Byrna Connects again, see if I get higher than 332. And 332 was 14.2 joules essentially. So if I'm hitting like 370 or something, I'll be pretty happy. But yeah, big shout out to Tippmann for doing the part swap thing. And then I'm using the CO2 tank and a remote line. Yeah, that's about it. So I'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back. Gassed up, Byrna kinetic balls, 2.9 grams, chronograph, and this is half a turn past the 14 joule rating. So here we go. 336, 336, 338, 338, 336, 340. I had one ball like fall out the barrel after that shot. 336. So I'm gonna do one more round of magazines and see if it goes up any higher, because I think it's still like kind of adjusting itself. So 1 second. All right, guys, here we go. Second magazine. I haven't done anything to the velocity adjuster, so I'm gonna try it out. 338, 338, 338, 336, 338, 338, and last shot. 338. So I feel like it's gonna stay at this. I'll turn it up another half turn and see what that does. All right, you guys, this might be my last two magazines. It's almost 7 over here. I have to like cook and stuff, so I did a half turn. I'll do this one Burna mag, and then I'll try the heavier rounds, the 3.6 gram rounds, and I'll see if the heavier round behaves the same. But yeah, here we go. .352. So that is 16 and a half joules. It's probably like 16.6, but my little cheat sheet 350 is what I have written down, and 16 and a half joules is 350. 352, 350, 352, 350, 354, 354. The way that sweater is moving, if you got hit by that, it looked like it would suck. I'm going to just switch out mags, same Burna kinetics. I'll do one more magazine with the heavier balls, and then maybe tomorrow I'll the TCR barrel, the stock barrel, and that bigger bore barrel I have, it should fit this because they're basically the same thing. Just the TCR is in a different body, and it has, you know, a longer barrel and stuff. But anyways, keep on firing. 358, 350, 354, 354, 354, 356. I think I have 1 or 2 more shots. 356. I think that's it. I'm gonna check the magazine really quick. Yeah, so that's it. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna get the balls out of there and put the heavier balls. All right, you guys, I got the those cheap pink Lambid 3.6 gram balls, and I have the black 3.6 gram Jawbreaker balls. Those are both nylon balls, nothing special. They pretty much are like 680 bore size. So since my Burna ball is getting 16 and a half joules and hitting 350 feet per second, I doubt these will hit 350 feet per second, but they'll probably be closer to like 315, 320, 300 because of the bore match issue, which they're not a good bore match. They're too small. So I'm gonna do the black Jawbreaker rounds first, and then I will do the pink Lambid store pink balls. So here we go. .326. So 325 is 17.7 joules. But also that's the first shot I've fired with this under pressure for like the past 5 minutes. 322, so that's probably 17 joules. 322, 322, 324, 320, and I think that's it. I got one more shot. So yeah, pretty much 17 joules. I can still turn this up more. But what I really want to do is try the longer barrel, and that'll probably be tomorrow or a different video, because this one's getting kind of long, and like I said, I have to get dinner and stuff, so I'll be right back. I'm going to empty out the box. Alright, you guys, box is cleared. Pink balls, 3.6 grams. Same as the ones I just fired, they're just different color and a different company. Same bore size, everything. 324. 322. 320. 314. 320. 320. 318. And I think that's it out of balls. I'm gonna check really quick, but yeah, that's it. 7 shots. So I'm gonna pause it and be right back. All right, guys, gas is off. Whenever I turn off the gas, I still get like 10 shots. I haven't chronoed any, but they sound full strength. So yeah, about 10 shots, and then after the 10th one, I kind of feel like less pressure and like kick coming off the marker. So yeah, one of the reasons I wanted to get one of these is because it's so similar to the TCR, and like I said, the Tippmann used to make the TCR, and then Berna like licensed it or like I don't know what they did, but basically they are able to make their own version of it. Kind of like how Salt Supply, their S1 is basically a Tippmann TPX, and I think it's called like Mission makes a TPX, and the Saber like S7 or something is this same body style and everything. So yeah, the TCR and the TPX, essentially the same thing, just in a different body, and because the valve and regulator and the gas lines, puncture system, like everything's really similar, or basically the same thing. The only thing I know that's different is the valve in here. It has 9 little circles that let air flow through. The TCR has 3 larger circles. They look like jelly beans or kidney beans. So if you're using an HPA tank, you'll get faster velocities with the TCR valve body in this. I think it's like a $70 piece. It's still available, but yeah, I don't think I'm going to do that because I have the option to use CO2, because luckily I live right next to A&S Gear, and I don't think I've said before, but to change this or adjust this, you want to do the bigger one. The little one is the pressure relief valve. The larger one is the actual velocity adjustment, which tightens the spring down in there. It's a 3/16 Allen key, and yeah, pretty much this is cool. I'm gonna put the TCR barrel on this. I think the stock barrel is 7 inches or something. I'll be right back. All right, I got my my super old tape measure right here. From the tip of the barrel to the threads, it's 5 inches. Sorry, it's so fuzzy. Or 5 1/4, but the entire barrel is 6 1/4, 6 3/16. the full length of the barrel. So yeah, the TCR barrel is like 11 inches from end of the barrel to the end of the like from end to end. The TCR barrel is 11 inches, and it'll fit this. I'll just have, you know, a lot longer of a barrel sticking out, but I'll get higher speeds theoretically. I'm pretty sure the bore sizes are probably the same, so they're probably like 6.8, 6.89 or 6.88. So if I add like, this is like 6 3/4, or sorry, 6 1/4. So if I add a little bit more, it'll probably be like that long sticking out. So it'll add like, you know, 5 inches of length to this. But I should get higher velocities, but I still can turn this. I don't know how much more I can turn this. I could probably turn it 1 or 2 more turns. With the old valve that I had in here, I bottomed it out, like turned it all the way, and then I went backwards like 3 turns. And when I did that, I was getting like 12 joules, and then I turned it up 1 full turn, and then I was getting like 16 or 18 joules, and then I turned it up another time, and it was doing like 20 or 21. And then I started having pressure relief valve issues where it kept on hissing because it's too much pressure and it's releasing that pressure. So I'm pretty sure this new regulator, you can crank it up pretty high. I haven't tried it yet, but you can turn it up higher and you won't have that release of air coming from the regulator because of the new style of pressure relief valve. If it comes down to it, eventually I'll probably delete that, but seeing other videos, it looks like it's unnecessary. And yeah, so right now this is hitting like 17.5 joules with those 3.6 gram balls. It was getting like 328, I think was the highest. So it's definitely getting 17.7 joules. And later on I'll try the 7.2 gram aluminum balls. I can try the 10.9 gram rubber steel ball things that I have, those fat ones. I'll just have to put my bigger barrel on this, which is a 14-inch barrel, so this thing's gonna look like ridiculous. This tape measure's trash. It doesn't have a stopper, like a catch thing. So the 14-inch barrel will probably be like that long. Kind of ridiculous looking. Where my finger is 14 inches. Right there you can see the 14, and that's probably where the barrel snugs up to the breech. So yeah, that 14-inch barrel will look ridiculous on this, but I'm pretty sure I'll be able to shoot those 10.9 gram rubber balls because the bore size in that bigger barrel is 693. And yeah, I'll make that video later on. Yeah, that'll be it for this one. So I'm happy I got this to work. All the parts are updated. I didn't have to pay more than like $17 or something for shipping because I shipped it through my company I work for. And yeah, that's it. CO2 tank. If you run HPA tank on this with the stock TPX valve, it doesn't perform as well. So if you have a TPX, you'll probably want that TCR valve body drop-in piece. And yeah, I think it's $70. So it's not that expensive, but it's cost as much as like a cheaper Umarex marker, essentially. But right now I'm happy this works. I'm probably not going to get anything for it for a while. I just want it to hit, like, if it hits 20 joules or 25 joules, I'll be stoked. I really don't want to try getting it to like 40 or anything because parts will fail or something stupid's going to happen. So anyways, have a good one, and I'll see you on the next one.